The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides a state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Bragg Drive to the legendary Water and Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Hawkeyes offense will be the first to dive up ball plays in this one. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa, obviously, always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
Burge is way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Iowa State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick. and make those plays over the middle.
This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to run, it's Marshall. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously...
Hey! Oh, what a play by this defense! Bringing it back. Touchdown, Cyclones! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. They can get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. On the ground, it's Coleman. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Grabbed on the outside, it's Marshall. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yard. Because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Gets it out quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the route is on. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Gonna run it. It's Howell. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Makes the grab. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gets the back moving. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. That's caught. It's Clark. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Dances away to buy time. Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Cyclones want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone saying I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. But the offense did their job.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.